If I told you to stand up right now and raise your middle finger to God, would you do it? Most of you would gasp in disbelief. No way, you say. That's disrespectful. But here's the reality. You've already done it. So have I. Every time we sin willfully, not by accident, not out of weakness, but by decision, we're flipping off the Most High. And it's time to cut our middle fingers off. The book of Proverbs doesn't pull punches, and neither should we. Proverbs 9:10 says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." Fear, reverence, respect, these aren't optional, they're foundational. But our generation treats God like a buddy, not a king. We talk to him like a therapist, not the creator of the universe. And because of that, foolishness runs rampant. We traded the fear of the Lord for the fear of missing out. Now, what is fear really? Let's break it down. Fear, in a modern sense, is a bad feeling caused by danger. Fear, in a biblical sense, is a mix of dread, awe, and reverence. It's not fear of a tyrant. It's the fear of offending someone so holy, so powerful, so just that you tremble with the thought of dishonoring him. Proverbs 8:13 tells you exactly what that looks like. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Not tolerate it, not manage it, hate it. We should be sick at the sight of sin, especially our own. Now, let's get real. If you're black and from Chicago or any city drowning in violence, you've probably heard about a murder and barely blinked. You've become numb, conditioned. It's not normal. It's not holy. Psalms 97:10 says, "You who love the Lord hate evil. He preserves the souls of his saints. He delivers them out of the hand of the wicked." But we don't hate evil. We stream it, we share it, we laugh at it, and worse, we commit it. So when we sin, we aren't just messing up, we are actively disrespecting God. It's the spiritual equivalent of throwing a middle finger up to heaven. Now, let's go back to the garden. Adam and Eve weren't just curious, they were rebellious. Then the eyes of them were opened, and they knew they were naked. Genesis 3:7. Shame entered, fear followed. And when God called Adam out, what did he say? "The woman you gave me." No accountability, just blame. Sounds familiar, right? You cheat, then blame your stress. You watch porn, then blame loneliness. You curse people out, then blame your upbringing. But like Adam, you were warned. Genesis 3:17 confirms it. God told Adam not to eat from the tree. There was no confusion, just defiance. Whoever commits sin also commits lawlessness, and sin is lawlessness. 1 John 3:4. Sin isn't just a bad vibe, it's rebellion. Breaking God's law isn't just human nature, it's an act of war against your creator. And the worst part, we do it like it's nothing. We flirt with darkness and call it gray area. We justify sin with "God knows my heart." Yes, and that should terrify you. Because every time we choose sin, we're choosing to disrespect a holy God who gave us life and his son, and we still choose the forbidden fruit. Let's talk specifics. You slept over their house last night. No ring, no remorse. You needed a release and went right to that X-rated site. You cussed somebody out on your way to church and didn't even apologize to God. You lied to your wife or husband and slept peacefully. And you think you wouldn't raise your middle finger to God? You already did. So did I. So does everyone who sins willfully. When you sin on purpose, it's not a mistake, it's a choice. And that choice says to the Most High, "I hear you, but I don't fear you." Now, why does reverence matter? Let's define reverence again. As a noun, it's deep respect for someone or something. As a verb, it's to regard or treat with deep respect. That's what we're called to give God. Respect isn't just about lip service. It's about behavior. God doesn't want empty worship. He wants obedience. By this, we know that we love the children of God when we love God and keep his commandments. 1 John 5:2. To revere God is to obey him. To respect God is to fear disappointing him, not out of paranoia, but out of awe. Accountability starts with you. Adam blamed Eve. We blame everything but ourselves. But Proverbs 9:6 doesn't say redirect foolishness. It says forsake foolishness and live. That means own your sin, confess it, turn from it. You're not saved because you go to church. You're saved because you fear God and trust the blood of the Lamb enough to obey. The only way to stop flipping him off is to cut off your middle finger, metaphorically, spiritually, and practically. Whatever that sin is, kill it, mutilate it, leave no trace. That's what Jesus meant in Matthew 5:30 when he said, if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. That's how serious this is. God doesn't want fake perfection. He wants holy fear. Fear that makes you rethink your next move. Fear that pulls you out of that bed. Fear that stops your thumb from opening that site. Fear that pushes you to fast, pray, and seek his face. Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That fear brings understanding, and understanding births change. Remember, you are not too far gone. God's mercy is wide, but not cheap. Don't play with grace. Don't gamble with eternity. If you know you've been walking in disrespect, today is the day to repent and revere. Not just in word, but in lifestyle. Stop raising your middle fingers to the throne of heaven. Cut it off. Live holy. Fear God. And finally, walk in wisdom.